I do not care what kind of horrifying monster you were supposed to be. A turtle, a dragon, some weird fucking green dog thing. You cannot go out with nails that putrid. That would just be terrifying, and nobody would appreciate that, Mr. Turtle Rock Head figure guy. Hello and welcome for the very last time of Lonk's Awakening. And why is it the last time, you may ask? We're in the last dungeon. I mean, we have a lot of stuff to do. Well, we're actually just going to go ahead and knock out the last dungeon, since we're kind of on the second half of it. And then go ahead and beat the final boss, you know. We've dicked around enough, and Lonk may be a fan of dicking around. But he's done dicking around. He's just going to go in there, he's going to beat up all of the bad guys forever. And he's going to be like, hey, you're the bad guys, I'm the good guy, question mark, Lonk. You know, he's at least, you know, in the title. That makes him relatively important. So he's going to beat them all up regardless. Now, this room, I think we're going to go ahead and need our bombs. If not evidenced by all of the cracked blocks. But there's also a bombable wall here. I mean, yes, I know that there must be some way to shatter it. If only I knew how. I mean, it's not like I just blew up a damn thing just like 10 seconds ago. And I think the puzzle of this room to open that door is either tied... Oh, it's tied to killing all the enemies. It was either tied to killing all the enemies or blowing up all of these blocks. But we'll go ahead and just blow up all the blocks just for... Oh, that's neat. I never noticed that before, but it forms an arrow if you blow up all the blocks. So that's kind of your stipulation for blowing up the blocks. It kind of reveals that there was actually a thing there. And there's actually a lock block on the other side of this room. So I'm going to go ahead and just light this up, because we might get something for lighting this up. Nope, nothing for lighting them up. So we'll go ahead and take care of the enemies, see if we get something for that. Just to test the waters, because we don't want to just leave this room and it just turns out that they'll give us a key, and then, you know, that'd be just the worst thing. Although I think there's a lot of rooms in this dungeon where they just give you a bunch of lanterns, so it's easier to see on an original Game Boy. I'm actually gonna let these guys kick my ass just a little bit, just to get rid of our guardian acorn friend, because he may be our friend, but honestly, I kind of want to listen to this dungeon theme, because we've heard a lot of you know, the guardian acorn theme. I want to listen to the theme of my Gibdo beaten stick. I want to hear what that sounds like whenever I beat them. Their stupid, like, bandaged faces in. I mean, jeez. I mean, fuck those guys. Seriously. My Gibdo beaten stick can't beat these, Dodongo snakes. And we're actually just gonna skip them. Because, actually, I'll go back and show you guys. You might notice there's this big, like, catwalk thing up there. When you kill them, it actually will give you a chest. But the chest appears on the big catwalk thing. And unfortunately, we don't have access to getting up there just yet. So we would kill them, and then we would, come around later and be like, hey, this isn't the way you want to... Or, well, no, not because it is the way you want to go, because you'll get a key. I'll get up and be like, hey, you need to kill us again. So just killing them is kind of just a waste of your time. And we didn't really need that secret medicine or any of these pickups. But I'm just going to go ahead and be a completionist whore and just check where this is going. Because if I'm right, this should loop us around to the... that one room with all the blade traps and the one-way door. I think this should take us back to that. So, you know, we've kind of just gone around in a circle, but at the very least we could see where that goes. And if you needed some pickups, you know, it'd be good. I mean, unfortunately, we don't need any pickups because we're just, like, full up on most things, I think. But we will be using more bombs and arrows and all of those goody goods in the near future, especially bombs. So we're going to use a ton of bombs in these stupid Dodongo snakes. Not just yet, though, because we're going to move on. How many keys do we have? Because now that I think about... Oh, yeah, those are only key. So it's like, now that I think about it, we could have gone and used it on that lock block in that other room. But unfortunately, I didn't think about it. I'm going to go ahead and get out my boomerang, because I think the boomerang might kill Vire in one hit, or... Let's see, does that kill him? Yeah, it turns him into 2 bats instantly. That is really awesome. So if you ever have trouble with Vire, you can just whip out your boomerang and kill him. I wish I'd have known that earlier, because that's just one thing I don't think about, because I always think, like, Vire is going to be, like, this big challenge, because of, the oracles have really seeped into my mind. But, you know, I digress. You really want to come up here, because up here is the very last heart piece in the game. The game designers are just like, yeah, just go ahead and stick it up on Turtle Rock. They'll never, ever find it. Or maybe they're just being nice, because, you know, whatever. It's the final dungeon, so now we can have all of our hearts, so we just have one more heart to get, which we'll get from, you know, beating the boss of this level. So soon we'll have all the hearts in the game, we have all the secret seashells, all the photos from the photographer guy, there's a warp, so now we have all the warps, so now we're just like the happiest person in the world. There is nothing to take us down. We've done all the trade quests, we're just like the best. Good job, Lonk, you've actually completed something for once in your life, and now that we've looped it back around, this is the reasons why I said to leave them alone, because to get up here, you're going to have to leave the dungeon. so they'll end up just respawning, because you have to go through the staircase to get up here. I don't know any other way to get up here to my knowledge. And to beat them, you just gotta play a little game of bomb skitball. You don't need to worry too much, because the bombs won't explode over your head. But you do need to throw it down and actually get it in their mouths, and I normally really suck at this. Because while I may have the most hoop dreams, I'm terrible at basketball. I would make Michael Jordan sad. But I think, oh no, I was hoping that was the last one, because normally I spend a lot of time here, just because I can't get these damn bombs into these stupid Dodongo snakes' mouths. I do not like this enemy. They are a difficult guy to kill, and there's always like 2 of them. But we did that with, you know, a fairly decent time. So, you know, that's actually pretty good. I was probably just bitching about nothing. I am so sorry. I do that a lot. Let's go ahead and get out our Gibdo beaten stick, just in case we run across any more Gibdos. Oh, excuse me. Our level 2 Gibdo beaten stick. Yeah! I mean, we needed secret seashells for this guy, so we might as well as, you know, carry him around, because he's our prize for secret seashells. And, let's go ahead and see what's, you know, going down over here. So we'll just avoid you. We'll take your chest, and there we go. You had a key in your chest. Thank you, Mr. Eyeball. An eyeball with a chest. You have just the weirdest anatomy ever. And hopefully, okay, good. He can't shoot us up here. I think this might take us to a dead... Oh, no, this isn't a dead end. But this will actually loop you back to the front half of the dungeon. And, oh, there's a room in the front half that we missed. Oh, we're going to have to go back and check that out eventually. Because if that's what I think it is, we're definitely going to need to go back. But we can't do anything with this room just yet. We'll have to come back eventually. But not yet. We'll come back later. It was a good thing that we grabbed that key, because we're probably going to need it in the near future, because you know how Zelda games are. It's like, blur, 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 I'm Zelda, have all these flying pickup things that you're never, ever going to see again. Because those are only in this game. I never got why they put them in this game and then just never brought them back, because, you know, the flying pickups are our buddies. Now, if you were to talk to the owl, he's basically going to say, shoot arrow in eye, good things happen. But, you know, luckily I remembered that, so we can just go ahead and grab that key. So I think that was our 3rd or 4th key? Oh, no, it was just our 3rd. I think I might even just said, like, oh, we had 2 keys earlier. But, you know, numbers are really hard to remember, especially when they're just a single digit. I mean, how the hell are you supposed to remember 1 digit? I mean, jeez. But, you know, let's just make a move on, because now we should be able to get through here. Because we have that key for Mr. Lockblock guy. So, goodbye, most Zelda thing ever created. And we can just go on, and there's another Lockblock, and it looks like we can move on. Like I said earlier, most of these lanterns are I think even just all of these lanterns are just so you can see better. Although, I'm going to go ahead and light up the lanterns in this room. Because there's actually something neat in this room that I wish I would have thought of earlier, because it would have saved us maybe about 20 seconds. If you light up the things, you'll notice that there's a cracked wall, and this will loop you back around to that area where we shot the arrow into that statue's eye with the sparks. So it's just kind of a shortcut if you remember that. You can just throw the bomb over. But I kind of wanted to show you guys those other rooms, because otherwise we would have missed those. Actually, no, we wouldn't have ended up missing a room, would we? Because we've already checked out that other room. So you can actually save a key if you... because you won't have to unlock that one lock block in the room that we had to blow up to get into. I know, I'm using a lot of, you know, big words that even I don't understand, but the room to the right with the lock block, you can just not unlock that block since you can kind of get around it, which is kind of neat. And speaking of neat, it's a little hammer guy from the ceiling. I don't know what that's supposed to be, maybe just some wood or whatever. There's something similar in Yoshi's story, and I always just thought it looked like a hammer. But, you know, it's just trying to stop our way. And we just jumped straight through that Potaboo. You are a badass, Lonk. Jeez. And, no, don't go down the stairs. Come on, Lonk. You may be a badass, but you still need mommy's help. Anyways, here's the mini-boss of this level. Like, the real mini-boss, like the actual unique one. Baleno, you may remember him from Seasons, the little penguin boxer guy who steals Ricky's gloves. Well, he's just a full-fledged mini-boss in this dungeon. And I always thought he was a really neat mini-boss. You want to be careful, because he has an attack that can knock you back to the start of the level. Now, I've never really understood how you hurt him. You gotta wait for him to, like, open his, like, you know, not be guarding himself, since he's like a boxer. He's like protecting his face from my Gibdo beaten stick. So we either need to sneak around him, and he's pretty good about not getting sneaked around. So normally you have to wait for him to go into an attack to be able to get around him. But there we go. We've taken care of him. We'll go ahead and take his fairy, because he did a little bit of damage to us, because he's a pretty good mini-boss. If you come up here, we won't be able to get by, because there's these stupid blocks in our way. So we're going to have to go find a crystal switch. Now, you might remember that room I pointed out earlier, where I was like, darn, we're going to need to go back to that room in the first half of the dungeon that I forgot about, because I'm a silly. Well, we're going to have to find our way over there, because I have no fucking clue how to get over there. Although I'm hoping that it's, this... this staircase, I think, takes us around. So we'll have to just get into that. Oh no, these are ice blocks. We can't do anything about ice blocks. Darn you, game! You know my weakness. Now, oh no. I was gonna say like, how the hell are we gonna get out of there? But no, the game anticipated that. No, we're supposed to be able to get by. Let me get out my boomerang and my brace so we can deal with these guys. In the room down, there is a staircase that appears after we do some magic shit. Probably just kill some arm mimics, I think it was. Yeah, arm mimics, and I will be able to make it through. Oh, it looks like our flying boomerang guy won't be able to take care of them, but that's fine. Oh, we didn't even need to kill them. Stupid me. But you know, whatever. We can just keep going on. Because this should loop us around to the more right side of the bottom half of the dungeon. I know, specific instructions. Oh, we made the jump this time, so you get to live that time, Mr. Goomba. So you can just stay down there and just be sad for the rest of your life. And we'll pick up this block, or, well, not block, we'll pick up this bottle that's, for whatever reason, not weighing down the button that it's on top of. I guess it's just like the worst bottle in the world. No! It's Mr. Woofer Woofer bottle guy. We'll go ahead and... Or bottle. Woofer Woofer ball guy, not bottle. And we'll just go ahead and beat the crap out of you a little, because I would really appreciate it if, you know, our friendship could just go ahead and end with you being dead. Like, I don't say that very often. About people I like as much as you, because I do like you, Mr. Woofer Woofer how many woofers are you? Jesus. You know, woofer ball guy, but I just think it'd be better if you were dead and I continue to be alive. I think that would just work out best for everybody involved. And oh, it's actually the room up, so hopefully he won't spawn again if we go back up here, because I think we're going to need to blow our way into that other room. So let's go ahead and get sword and bombs out so we can blow up some walls. Let's see what Owl Guy says about it. Fill all the holes with the rock that rolls. So he's just telling you about that kind of rolling rock thing that I've already explained, since we've already done several puzzles with it. I mean, G's game. Maybe it's in this side? Yeah, here we go. There's that lovable, horrible noise. And did we ever do this puzzle? I think we did, because if we leave the room and check the map, yeah, there's no treasure chest, so we've already gotten the key from this. So we can just come in here, and here's our crystal switch, so now we can go back, and oh, there's another way into this room. Wow, I really wish I would have known that. That would have been nice, because, oh, this is just like in the most convenient place ever. We could have just come over here and been here ages ago. I mean, Oracle of ages ago, even. I mean, wow. We could have been here just so long ago. But, you know, it's fine, because now we should have everything we need to take care of this dungeon. Because now that we have that crystal switch swapped, we can go back to Blano, which is warp will take us there, and we can get the dungeon item for this level. This is going to be awesome, because I love this dungeon item. It's really fun. So here we go. Oh, it's the magic rod. I always call it the fire rod because it just shoots fire out, and it's just telling us what to do. Burn, baby, burn. Normally, I don't appreciate taking, you know, advice or instructions from Mr. Manual, I'm gonna help you out guy, but no, I will gladly burn, baby, burn, because now we just get a rod that shoots out fire, and since this game doesn't have a magic meter, we just get infinite fire. This is just like one of the more powerful weapons in the game, and you just have infinite of it. It's awesome. And it creates like a little fireball that looks like the hook shot until it hits something. So no, this is basically just going to be our main weapon for a while, because we don't really need our sword that much. Look, it just kicks ass! It is such a cool item. I don't care if it's just, you know, it might as well just be the sword firing sword beams, but the sword beams are made of fire. Like, yeah, that'd be cooler, because everybody knows a fire sword is the most powerful weapon in the world. But no, I just always thought this was just a really cool item, and it's fun, it's like super overpowered, so it's just a good item for the last dungeon of the game. You just get a horribly overpowered item, and okay, fine. I was going to try and avoid you, Mr. Piece of Power. But, you know, I am feeling pretty powerful right now with the fire rod. And I have no clue what... Did that give us the... Oh, no, it gave us a key. For a second there, I thought it might have given us the boss key, and I would have just been like, whoa, that's kind of an easy puzzle for a boss key, like standards. But no, now we can deal with those ice blocks that have been kind of torturing us with their existing, and I really fucked that up, because that thing did not want to turn. Thanks a lot, Xbox D-pad. You have failed me one too many times, and we'll actually go ahead and we'll check out this one first, because, you know, it's right here, so we might as well check it out, and we'll go ahead and kill you, Mr. Goombas, because we want nothing to do with you, and we'll go ahead and hop up, because this is kind of the puzzle that is going to be associated with the thing, is kind of like, oh, you just need to jump correctly to be able to get through, and I think we picked the right way, because we needed our key. Oh, it's another mini-boss, it's just one of these guys. He's gonna be easy. Can we shoot him? No, we're gonna have to shoot him in his butt to be able to hit it, even with our fire rod. So we'll just hop up and just spam it. Oh, no, we can't hurt him with our fire rod. So I guess he was the only enemy who was smart enough to be, you know, he's not able to be hurt by the element of his dungeon. Because it's like, man, I'm surrounded by fire. Perhaps my weakness should be fire. Man, all this lava. It's a good thing I'm not weak to fire. Because, you know, lava's hotter than fire, which means lava's more powerful, which is one of the well, not one of the crazier things that's happened in One Piece, and I fucked up, but one of the more interesting bits of logic in One Piece. Magma's hotter than fire, so you know, magma can hurt fire. That's how that works, and it's gonna work like that forever. And man, these puzzles are so much easier than its kind of version in Ages where you have to walk across the things. Like, that's so easy. And look, that gave us the Nightmares key. Like, that's just awesome. Like, everything is awesome forever. And I would actually really appreciate it if you shut up now, Mr. Piece of Power, because I appreciate you. Not nearly as much as, you know, our guardian acorn buddy, but could you just please be quiet, because I would actually rather have the dungeon thing right now instead of, how long is this going to take? How many hearts of damage do we have to take before it, you know, goes away? Maybe it doesn't? Maybe it has to be enemies hitting you. Maybe I'm just... And yeah, now that I've just hurt myself a bajillion times. Ah, great. So... Oh, no, there... Oh, damn it! I was hoping that would get rid of it. Hopefully if we kill these Goombas, they'll give us some hearts. That'd be nice. Actually, I will let one Goomba live, and he can have his way with us. You can get revenge for all of your... Okay, or you could just fall down there, and I could come down there to... Okay, there we go. It's gone now. So now I will actually murder you. You got your revenge for stepping on you for years and years. But I've had enough of that, so, you know, just back to being dead. And, dang it, I was hoping that would be a heart now that I've, you know, injured myself greatly. And, it's a good thing that, this left door stayed open, because it would have been a pain in the ass to go through my items and get out my, brace again so I could pick up the blocks. It's really just a damn shame, that the level 2 sword in this game doesn't break blocks, because that's just the most convenient thing in the world. And thank you for Mr. Flying Heart Pickup, and hopefully it'll respawn. No, that would have just been a little too convenient. And actually, I think we're going to... Brr, this is a block of solid ice, very cold. It's a shame I don't have a way of killing it. You want to be very careful about how you go about through this area, because you can kind of get stuck, and I might have already fucked it up. Well, not stuck, because, you know, you just turn around, but you need to do it in a way that you, you know, don't fall. And in fact, I think we're going to... Yeah, there we go. You're going to have to, like, do that... Oh, damn it! I was actually on the ledge. I was just expecting to fall, so I started walking. But yeah, you just want to be careful, because this is kind of the puzzle with this. You just need to, you know, shoot correctly to be able to, create the gaps you need to be able to get through. Because now we should be able to get through, because if you would have just fired it off... If you would have fired your fire off, it would have, you know, just, like, from here, it would have destroyed your chances of getting across properly. But you just want to go down from the bottom. So that's kind of the trick to that. And here we are, the boss room. So now we're going to go in and fight the hardest boss ever. Crackle Fwoosh, you're finished. I will never let you play the instruments of the sirens. He's a fireball that you kill with fire. This is the most bullshit boss in the game, in my opinion. He's probably the easiest as well. Maybe the angler, if you know his secret. But he's a fireball that you kill with fire. They try to level out his difficulty by doing that little lava splash attack he does. Do 4 hearts of damage, which does like the most damage in the Zelda series that I can think of at the top of my head. But what the fuck? He's a fireball you kill with fire. It's not clever. It's just, it's stupid. Why would you do that? It's just, I've never ever understood that. Crackle! Why did you come here? If it weren't for you, nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Remember, you too are in the dream. Yeah, I'll remember that I'm in a dream, because there's no way a bullshit boss like you could exist in reality. I mean, what the fuck? Bullshit boss aside, he gives us our final heart container. So now we have, like, all the hearts in the game. And speaking of all the blanks in a game, we now have all the, instruments of the sirens, because now we have the thunder drum, which is kind of a weird item to get from a big lava-y level with a big, stupid fire boss. But, you know, it's doing a little drummy beat, and I can appreciate that, because, you know, it's congratulating on us. It's congratulating on us, yeah, that's how words work. I'm sorry if I bothered you guys, but that really bothers me. It's a fireball that you kill. What? Well, anyways, we have everything in the game. Secret seashells, heart pieces, other bullshit, we have it all. So, before we go wake up the windfish, we have one more detour to make. where else could our final detour be but to come back to Mabe Village and talk a little with Marion? Thank you for everything. Lonk, you were the kindest boy I know. Yes, we were the kindest boy you know. We came back to talk to you only because we need you to move a walrus so we can get into the desert so we can continue on with our adventure. Kindest boy you know. Granted, we are the only boy of her age around here, so I guess that makes us contenders for the kindest boy she knows, because little boys can kind of be dicks. I mean, they can be fun if they're like, blah, 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 we're just gonna play games and video games, and we're not gonna be assholes, but they're normally just assholes. And then she's gonna be like, one day I made a wish to the windfish, which is totally an awesome rhyme. But we already know her wish, even though she's gonna say it's secret, because it's a bit of text that she's supposed to tell you earlier in the game. But, you know, we're the kindest boy she knows, and we never came back and talked to her until we needed her. But if you keep talking to her, she'll say, Lonk, someday you will leave this island. I just know it in my heart. Don't ever forget me. If you do, I'll never forgive you, but luckily for us, if we forget her, we don't have to worry about her forgiving us. Dude, you're asking me when we started to live on this island? What do you mean by when? Whoa! The concept just makes my head hurt. Aw, you don't worry about it. You just play with your little doggy, and just stay on the same square as Marion, and just enjoy yourself. Just have a good old time, and whatever you do, don't come down here and play with these kids at, because they're just stupid jerks who throw their ball back and forth, thinking just because they have green and red, they got this Mario-Luigi dynamic going on, they don't need to invite a blue. Because come on, we can have like a Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle thing going on. Granted, I would want to be the Bulbasaur in this relationship, but I can always deal with Squirtle. Squirtle is a fine number 2. Bulbasaur is the best of the original 3 starters. That's not an argument, by the way. That is a fact. Anyone who disagrees is wrong. I'm sorry, it's just wrong. The other reason you need to come in here is to talk to one of these books. Yes, we're going to have to talk to a book, because you can talk to books, because it's going to have a little factoid for us. And that shadow of the book for the color dungeons is just freaking me out. Like, what's going on with you? You're just weird. This is not a chest. What? You know that? Okay. That's actually pretty funny. Because, you know, Lonk totally knows what a bookshelf is. He doesn't. But he knows it's not a chest, so that's a plus. You want to come talk to this orange book in the corner, because it has the dark secrets and mysteries of Koholint. Do you really want to read it? Yes! Round and round the passageways of the egg. Left, up, right, up, left, up. This book reeks of secrets. Yep, the secret combination of directions. You're going to want to either write that down or memorize that, because it is very, very important, and you're going to need it for our upcoming trial involving the windfish, because, you know, we're going to go wake him up. We're going to see the fruits of our labors, having collected all the instruments of the sirens, and just see if we're able to wake him up, see what happens, because apparently this island could disappear, but, you know, we're not so much worried about that, because, come on, how can this be a dream? That would just be ridiculous, because I'm walking, I can't walk when I'm asleep. Like, sleepwalking is just a myth, by the way. I just want you to know that. I'm actually gonna have to go ahead and switch to my fire rod, because you might remember in Gapanga Swamp, we're not able to get past those Gapanga flowers with any of our weapons. Some of our weapons that we have now might be able to do it, but I know that our fire rod's able to kill these guys. So now we're able to get by, like, you know, just Mondo easy. That's definitely how sentences work. So, you know, just up ahead is the windfish's egg. So we're going to get to see, you know, the results of what we've been doing this entire game, and, you know, be able to finish this game and see the end of Lonk's journey, because this is the end of Lonk's journey. There are no more adventures for this incarnation of Lonk past this. So, you know, he's had a fun ride, but, you know, even Lonk is going to need a break from adventures, you know, one day. And the day is upon us, folks. Because he's just going to come up here and play Marion's song for the windfish. And, you know, before, whenever she came up here to sing, she was stopped by the monsters, and they grabbed her and just threw her on a bridge. But we're Lonk. We'll fuck up any monsters who try to do that, and we actually already have, because we've beaten up all the, you know, the nightmares of the levels. So let's just go ahead and play Ballad of the Windfish. There's no turning back now, because we just blew a fucking hole into the egg, because that's what waking up the windfish is. The time has come. The windfish awaits. Enter the egg. Hoot hoot. And he's just gonna sit there because even Mr. Owl Guy's kind of nervous. He doesn't know what's gonna go on. So let's just go forth and enter the windfish's egg. So here it is, the final kind of final place of the game. It's not so much a dungeon because it only has one puzzle, and the puzzle's that good old Zelda favorite, the endless hallway, unless you know the right combination. There's no Saria song playing, there's no indication, and that's why you want to go talk to the book, because if you don't go talk to Mr. Book, because he can talk back to you, and he has something good to say to you, you'll never be able to get through here, because, you know, the combination is like, left, left, up, right, right, up, left, up, and did I do that? Oh, okay, good, I did that right. Because, you know, that would just be insane to just get that all right, and, so once you get here, just beyond here is the boss, the final nightmare of Lonk's Awakening. So let's hop down there and see what's been plaguing the windfish in his sleep. And let's see if we can end this nightmare once and for all. We were born of nightmares, to take over this world. We made the windfish sleep endlessly. If the windfish doesn't wake up, this island will never disappear. We would have been the masters of this place, but you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You can never defeat us. Let's rumble, and rumble we shall. So here's the final nightmare of Lonk's Awakening. And now, this final nightmare is going to take on a bunch of different forms. The first form being the Nightmare of Giant Zol. Now, they all fight differently, and if I remember right, you're going to want to get out your magic powder, and you beat him by sprinkling it on him. Is that how you fight this guy? I'm not so sure if that's how you fight him. Yeah, there you go. Just go ahead and throw magic powder on him, and I think it'll kill him. He's going to take different forms as the fight progresses. This first one's pretty easy. You just need to make sure you have enough magic powder. Make sure you're stocked up on pretty much everything, because you're going to need, I think you're going to need a majority of your items for this. So it ends up being a pretty neat fight. So now it's going to go on to the Nightmare of Agnum. Agnum being the wizard from A Link to the Past, or A Link to the Past in our case. He fights the same way, just a good old game of Dead Man's Volley. Because, you know, this is Zelda, and this would actually be the second Zelda game that has this, since, I think Link's Awakening, or not Link's Awakening, A Link to the Past, you know, kind of crowned that kind of fight as being the staple in the Zelda series. And I think you want to be careful. I'm not sure if he has the different, like, shots that kind of scatter like he does in A Link to the Past, but just be careful. Watch out for the ones, what he shoots at you. And the round ones are what you bounce back. If he fires anything else at you, just get the fuck out of the way. And, oh, we weren't close enough to actually hit him that time, so we'll just stay a bit closer this time. But don't you know, underestimate his shots, because he might just switch to a scatter shot just to fuck with you. I don't know if he has that, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume, because most bosses who fight in the style do. And there we go. I knew you'd have that, and I was so glad that I didn't let that hit me, because that would have just been so embarrassing to get hit after that, after just, you know, warning like about it. And there we go. So now he's gonna go on to his next form, because that Agnum Shadow guy can't do it anymore. And here we are, the Nightmare of Muldrum. Just like the Muldrum boss earlier in the game, but now he is easy, because he can't push us off of anything, so as long as we keep our distance, he can't hurt us, so he's fairly easy. You just gotta get behind him, hit him with a good spin attack. Well, you can hit him with other things, I just prefer spin attacks. So now he's gonna go on to one of his more powerful forms, the Nightmare of Ganon. Yes, Ganon. Now, he's going to throw a bunch of fire keys at you. Just jump out of the way, and I think you hurt him by just hitting him with your sword, probably? No, I wonder... I actually don't remember how you hurt him. That's... Oh, no, I know how you hurt him. You hurt him with a good old-fashioned spin attack, I think. Yeah, there. Just like, in the Oracles, you can only hurt Ganon with a spin attack. You don't have nearly as much room as you did in the Oracles, though, to fight him. So you want to be a bit careful, because he can kind of just get you where his spear that he's throwing around like a boomerang. He has a booma spear. And just throwing flaming keys at you, geez. Which is weird, there's no flaming keys in this game except for in this fight, so those are custom sprites. That's actually really neat, and we'll go ahead and get him, because he can't have too much more health, because, I mean, we're whacking away at him with our level 2 Gibdo beaten stick, and, you know, there we go. He couldn't have taken that for long. So now he's going to move on to the Nightmare of Land Mole, I believe this is. Now, the only way to destroy this form, I think most of your items can actually destroy it. I think we'll go ahead and give our... Well, I use our magic powder. I think our magic powder does it, because I know he only takes one hit, and he can be really annoying if you don't hit him properly. Let's try our boomerang, actually, because I think most of your items can kill him in that form. But there we go. So now he only has one form left. But this form is his strongest, the Nightmare of Deathel. Now, I said the boomerang had a purpose. Now, this is the boomerang's biggest purpose. You can kill the final form of the final boss in one shot with the boomerang, because eventually he'll open up his eye, and you just spam fucking arrows into his eye. That's how you hurt him. Or you could shoot him with your boomerang, or not shoot him, but throw boomerangs into him. The boomerang will kill him in one shot. And that is the biggest purpose of the boomerang. So if you're having a hard time with this fight, just feel free to throw a boomerang in his eye, and it will kill him instantly. But we're just going to play a little game of jump rope with him. Jump rope matched with shooting a bunch of arrows into his eyes. Whenever he starts running low on health, he'll start messing with his pattern that he swings his arms in, which makes it a bit difficult to get a straight shot on him. So he can be kind of tricky if if you're not able to jump like a master. Since I've been jump dodging since before you were born. Well, I guess I haven't, because this was the first game that I kind of learned how to do jump dodging in. But you know, that's not the point. I knew how to do jump dodging before this, because now you're dead. This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. So there we have it. The final boss of Lonk's Awakening has been slain. Lonk, you have beaten all the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. Oh, and how convenient. Now there's stairs to climb, so let's go ahead and just climb them. Hoot, young lad, Lonk, the hero. You have defeated the nightmares. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power. As part of the Windfish's spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day, the nightmares entered the dream and began wreaking havoc. Then you, Lonk, came to rescue the island. I have always trusted you and your courage to turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Lonk. My work is done. The Windfish will wake soon. Goodbye. Hoot! Goodbye, Mr. Owl. And hello, Mr. Whale.
I am the Windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams an egg appeared and was surrounded by an island, with people, animal, an entire world. But verily, it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dost awaken, Koholint will be gone. Only the memory of this dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday, thou may recall this island. That memory must be the real dream world. Come, Lonk, let us awaken together. Play the 8 instruments. Play the Song of Awakening.
And we will. We'll play it once more with feeling. The most feeling we have, because, well, the song's gonna make the island disappear. The island being a dream of the Windfish. It has to go eventually. So goodbye, animals. Goodbye, jerky kids who won't let me play ball with you. God, I hate those jerks. Goodbye, monsters. I'll kind of miss you. I love you, Octoroks. We have to say goodbye to everybody, even little old Taryn, who's eating a mushroom, going out the way he lived, eating stupid mushrooms, and she's going out the way she lived too, just singing her song. Goodbye, Marion. We won't forget you. We'll try not to, because in a blink of an eye, Koholint will be gone. Gone forever. Well, until I play this game again. But, gone forever. So let's just get the hell out of here. Come on, Lonk. Let's take this water spout back to the waking world where everything's real, no more dreams, and everything is perfect. Because this is the end of the game. No more bad things can happen to us. Look at the sun, look at some seagulls, look at the clouds. It's probably going to rain later. We can go back to our house, enjoy a little dinner to the rain, and we definitely won't be stuck out in the middle of the ocean. Lonk is going to die there, guys. He only has one log. He's so screwed. But, at the very least, he remembers Koholint. Just hearing Ballad of the Windfish. Everybody's favorite song there. Geez, it was just everywhere. But, at least he remembers it. Because just like the Windfish said, the memory will be our real dream world, even if Koholint wasn't real. And look, Lonk has a second log, so he's not as screwed as he was before. He's doing twice as well, so maybe he will get home. Maybe he won't die out here. And you know what might even be better? A flying whale might come pick us up. He's actually just going to fly around in the sky and be all fancy and stuff. Because, the Windfish was real. His dream might have not been, but he definitely was. So he's just going to fly around a bit and, taunt us while we sit down on this raft and figure out if we can get home. Lonk doesn't look like he's, fully comprehended that he's stuck out in the ocean. look at him smile. I guess that's good old Lonk. That crafty little bastard will find a way home. Either that or he'll sit there and starve. One of the other, one's more likely, though, knowing Lonk. But there we have it. We've completely 100%ed Lonk's Awakening, Link's Awakening, whatever you want to call it, with no death. So we'll get to see the special bit to the ending once we get there. And once we get through all of the silly credits. Speaking of silly credits, thank all of you for watching this and putting up with me. I know some of you might not like my decision of doing another Zelda game after doing so many Zelda games. I mean, it's like, Oracle of Seasons, wham! Oracle of Ages, wham! Another Zelda game, bam, bam, bam! So, I guess that's, you know, the end to our Game Boy Zelda trilogy, if you want to call it a trilogy of sorts. I've really had fun playing these games. These games were a big part of my childhood. Love them so much. It's a shame that they don't get as much recognition as they should. Because, you know, people are always like, oh, Ocarina of Time, oh, blah, blah, blah. But no, these games are great. I wish they kind of got a bit more love, especially in the Zelda universe. It'd be nice to see a bit more of throwbacks to this game. And if you like this game, you can even pick it up on the 3DS eShop. What a name. I think it's like $5. It might be a few more. It may be a few more bucks, but it is definitely worth that many bucks. It is worth so many bucks. Especially if you like the game, you know, pick it up. I mean, you've seen everything in the game, but you know, it's still a fun game to play. I mean, I've played it so many times. I mean, I might just need to buy some new video games and enjoy a new game, but you know, that's not the point. I really had fun doing this. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I mean, if you enjoyed watching this as much or more fun than I had playing it, then you know, that's mission accomplished. I mean, we all had fun. Everybody wins. Speaking of winners, a real winner is my friend Robbie, Got Hicks / Watanuki Productions. He voiced the Windfish. Good old buddy him. So go throw some nice words at his way. He's a smart person, unlike me. He understands how to words. But you know, all that's left is to thank Koji Kondo. Thank you, Koji Kondo. And, you know, all these other special thanks peoples. Because there's so many special thanks. I guess there's not as many in this game as there are others, whenever it goes on forever. But, there we go. You know, we're coming to the end of the credits. The end of Lonk / Link's Awakening. Lonk's Awakening, because Lonk is the superior hero, guys. So, thank you for watching, and it's the end for real this time. Oh, look, it's Marion. Marion, what are you doing up in the sky? You're supposed to be a dream and not real. You're so silly. You're just the silliest. Oh my god, you're a fucking seagull. Just freaking me out, man. Just freaking me out so much. Why are you a seagull? Why are you? Oh, it was your wish to become a seagull. Oh yeah, forgot about that.